Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and former President Donald Trump has just shaken the Washington, D.C. establishment to its core, and they're not going to like what he had to say. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really, really helps us out, especially the liking and sharing. So, former President Donald Trump said he may be making his way to Washington, D.C., to the Capitol. And Democrats, well, they're furious about this. They do not want to see him anywhere near the Capitol. They're sounding the alarms. They're calling a red alert. Trump is on the way, as if a dragon, a monster, somebody from out of a movie, Godzilla perhaps, was coming to the Capitol. No, it's just former President Trump. And they're that terrified of him. Well, the reason people believe he was coming to the Capitol was to pitch himself as the new Speaker of the House. But late last night, on Thursday night, I should say, depending on when you're watching this, he endorsed Ohio Republican Representative Jim Jordan. Still, there's talk that he's planning on coming to the Capitol. And Matt Gaetz, he kind of poked the bear with this because he shared this video from the last time there was a Speaker of the House candidacy competition. Let's take a look.
What purpose does the gentleman from Florida rise?
To place a name in nomination for the position of Speaker of the House.
The gentleman is recognized.
My friends, when Donald Trump was president, taxes were cut, regulations were slashed, energy was abundant, wages were rising, capital was returning from overseas to fund the dreams and ambitions of our fellow Americans, and the economy was roaring. What a contrast to what we have seen from this administration now. And so I rise to nominate Donald Trump for the position of Speaker of the House. And for all of the vitriol that we hear from the media and at times the left, there were great moments of bipartisanship under the Trump presidency. And the Democrat nominee for Speaker knows that well because he led valiantly on the efforts for criminal justice reform, and I was honored to join him. And I know no matter who's sitting in that Speaker chair, we got a lot of work to do on that very issue. We took a first step, but there's a second step and a third step to take, and I'm glad that we were able to work with President Trump, with Republicans, and with Democrats to provide real outcomes for Americans, to create greater prosperity and more opportunity. I also care deeply about President Trump's focus on our nation's veterans. It seemed for far too long on the campaign trail, veterans were disregarded, forgotten about. When we would get elected to office, their issues would not always rise and get center stage, but we were able to pass veterans accountability measures. We were able to actually get people fired at the VA who weren't doing their job. What a great thing that would be to extend and to continue to nourish. President Trump oriented our views on trade so that we actually put the American people first.
Now, of course, nobody on the Democrat side liked that video from Matt Gaetz. It drove him crazy. It drove him insane. But Matt has a tendency to do that with them, as does President Trump. It's going to be insane to see what happens when Trump comes to the Capitol, if he comes to the Capitol. I want to know what you guys think about this story. Also, please remember to like, share, and subscribe after you leave your comments in the comment section. I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.